expand it more. And sometimes again, this table will be bigger than what you want. So how will you expand the table? So this is another work again that we need to work on. So here, that is how you can adjust the size of your table. But first of all, you need to have cross here, a darker cross. You can see how I'm adjusting it, so you can adjust it by yourself towards the direction you want to reduce it towards. So that one is another thing on this one. So you can try and practice it by yourself. And then apart from that, again, in this class we will also have what's again, we will also have, let's say for instance, uh here you come to the last one, you want to increase another line, you can click on the tab, you can see next line created. Then after clicking tab many times again, another one will be created. You just go to the last line, click on tab, another line will be created. And if you want to delete the lines you created, you just select, let's say this from here downwards, I want to delete it. I will click on the first one. After clicking on it, I will click on shift, then I will select the parts I don't need, all these parts I don't need them. Then I will enter, I can right click. And so after typing this, now if I want to change the size of what I type, I'll use this curly body to change some few things. Maybe I want to use area, but before using area I have to select it. Before I will select it, I will click on shift. Maybe I will come to the end here, or come to the beginning here. Then I will click shift and then put the arrow. You know that we have arrow that goes up, down, to the left and to the right. So you have to pick the right direction. If you want it to bring it towards this side, then you pick the arrow that is pointing towards this direction. You understand? But if you are picking it from here, then you need to pick arrow that is coming towards your left hand side. So now let us pick the one that is coming towards our left hand side. So my hand will be on shift first. I will not withdraw the hand. My hand is still on the shift. I will not withdraw it, then I'll click on the arrow. Now I'm clicking it one after the other, but if you are already used to it, then you just click it first and then move like this. You can see I did it, but it's too much, then I'll use the down arrow to bring it down, but my hand is still on the shift. I've not released the hand. Now that I've finished selecting it, then I'll release my hand. So after releasing my hand here, then the next thing we are going to do here is to come here and use the kind of pattern of write-up we want. You can see this ball house, you can see how it looks darker. So that's the essence of this side, because it has an highlight whereby you select different option of whatever you want to pick there. Then this one is for changing the size of what we pick. You can see it's still on selection. It is only when it's on selection that you can change whatever you type, so always take note of that. So now it's on 11, so 11 is too small for me, then I would like to increase it maybe to 22, so that anybody watching can see whatever I'm typing. So I've changed it to 22. So that's the essence of this part. Then another part again, but I don't still like this. Let me take it back to the one it was before. That's calibre. So I've taken it back to calibre. Then again, if I want to make my work bold, I will click here. You can see it's become bold now. Then if you want it to be like in italic, having a slanting position looking, then I'll select here. That's italic. Then if I want it to have underline on it, then I'll click on underline. Then if I want to cross it, this underline, let me remove the underline. Then let's say I want a strike through, then I'll click here. You can see that it's a strike through. Maybe if you type something you want to like show that it was cancelled, let's say it's money, maybe it was $50 before, and then you want to change it to maybe $40, you are giving a discount. So this is how you strike it, and then you be as if it was cancelled before. So that's the essence of that one. And if you want to strike, it's only what you want to change that you will touch, but you will not touch the remaining part of what you don't want to have the strike on it. So it's through this selection process that you can do that. That's clicking on shift and then move towards the part of whatever you want to select to strike through. And apart from that again, or you can also select through whatever you highlighted. So now apart from that again, then this one is subscript and this one is superscript. The subscript is for mathematics. Let's say for instance now I want to type, let's say I want to type 50 raised to the power of 50 raised to the power of x. All right, let me make this my typing bold. This 50, I will make it bold. I will change the size maybe to 20. Then after changing it to 20, then now I want it to have subscript under it. That's no, let it have power first. Let's say power of X. I'll click here. After clicking on it, you can see it's on now. If I remove my hand there, you can see it's showing it, it has been clicked on. So that means it's still on. So whatever I will type now will be in terms of power. So maybe it's raised to the power of X. So you can see I put 50 raised to the power of X. Let's say plus 3. That means if I want to solve equation like indices, so it can come in this form. Then let's say for instance again, so now that I'm done with that superscript, that's to the power, I'll cancel it. Then let me type something again here. Let's say I want to type 70 to base 10, and I'll spell the 10 in the normal pace of spelling, that's TEN. You can see I've typed 70 to base 10. Then the next thing again we are going to do here, because you need to know the basic features before we start any project related to this. So now here we have increase font size. Let's say for instance this thing, let me select it. I want to increase the font size of it. Then I'll come here, I'll click on the fonts. You can see I've increased. You can see the font size has been increased. Then if I want to reduce it, I'll click here. But I don't use this one most here. I prefer using this, the number. I prefer using that. Then apart from that again, we have what sentence change case. So maybe your sentence like now, the people of Nigeria and Ghana culture, it comes in forms of capital letter. So I want it to be in sentence form, so that the beginning should start with capital letter, then the rest should be in smaller letter. Then I will come here, I'll click here. After clicking on it, let me take it again. So I will come here, click here, click the highlights arrow, that's the down arrow there. Then I will move to sentence case. I'll click on sentence case. You can see now the beginning start with capital letter, but the rest comes in small letter. But if I want to take it to, let's say again, I want to take it to lowercase, then I'll click here. Everything from is in lowercase from beginning to the end. And also if I want to take it, I want to capitalize each words. That means from the beginning will be in capital letter, but the rest part of it should be small letter. That's for each words. The beginning of each word should be in capital letter, and then the remaining part should be in small letter. You can see, look at it here. This is capital letter, capital letter, capital letter, capital letter, and etc. Then apart from that again, then we also have so then we also have another ones again here, like this one. I don't really use this effect much. It's just to change the color and make it deeper, or maybe to outline whatever you have typed. Let's say for instance, this thing that I type now, let's say for instance, I want to take it to this form. Let it be in form of dash, something related to that. So it's not even responding to it, because it will not respond. But if say it was the letters are picked from somewhere else, then it can be used for that. But you can see utilize that opportunity. This is color now. If I want to change the color of the background of my work, I can see use this color. Now for the team, I can change the color of what I've typed. You can see it here. You can see any color I want to use, I can use it. Then let me see gradients. That's if I want it to have background. The background, let's see, you can see how lighter it is. So that one is a choice, but it's not the most important part of it. So now the next thing again, we'll make emphasis on, I think we have done the most of the important things here. Let's say this one now, you can see here is like what the background of whatever you are typing. You can change it like this using this part of it. So, and then let's say for instance, what I'm typing now, you can see it's coming towards my left hand side. If I want it to be in the middle, please have to make it to come to the middle. But let me reduce the size of this thing that has been typed here. Let me reduce the size maybe to 20. You can see what I type is coming from what, from my left hand side towards the right hand side. So now I want to center it. So this to center it. Sorry, I have to select it first before I can center it. Then I center it now. You can see I've centered it. Then if I click here, I'll move it to the word right hand side. Then here, that's to justify. Justify, normally on justify here, that's the default. The default is always to type on the right, from the left hand side towards to the right hand side. So that's the major settings. So all these ones are not too that important for us here, but maybe once if you come across any use of it, I'll still remind you about it. So let's always come to this feature insert again. This feature insert, let's say for instance now, if you want to insert table, let's say you want to make result for children. So let's just go down small. You have to go down small. Let us go down small. Let's say for instance you want to make a result for, let's say, student with name ABC, and this is their CA. So you can come here to insert table, you click on the table here, then it's how many boxes do you need. Let's just use 4 by 4. Let's use 4 by 4. So we're using 4 by 4, but it depends on the size you want to put. So let's say name. These are the names. So the name should start with capital letter names. Then here, let's say it's your CA1. Then you click on the tab CA2. The tab is the arrow. The arrow, sometimes you see tab written, and sometimes again, and if you like manual, you can move to the next place that you want to enter. So say then here should be total. There should be total. Then here names, let's say this first person, his name is A, the second person is B, the third person is C. So you can see then these are their score. Let's say the score of this person is, let's say, is 20. Then this next person, the second C of that person is 13. The third C is 15. Then let me come here also. This person, let's say, score 13 here, score 16 here, score 18 here, and then this one person score, let's say, score, let's say 12 here, score 17 here, score 19. So this is how it looks like. So you can't enter your information using the table, anything on the table you want to create, and again if you click enter, you will expand it more. And sometimes again, this table will be bigger than what you want. So how will you expand the table? So this is another work again that we need to work on. So here, that is how you can adjust the size of your table. But first of all, you need to have cross here. Here, a darker cross. You can see how I'm adjusting it. So you can adjust it by yourself towards the direction you want to reduce it towards. So that one is another thing on this one. So you can try and practice it by yourself. And then apart from that, again, in this class we will also have what again, we will also have, let's say for instance, uh here you come to the last one, you want to increase another line, you can click on the tab, you can see next line created. Then after clicking tab many times again, another one will be created. You just go to the last line, click on tab, another line will be created. And if you want to delete the lines you created, you just select, let's say this from here downwards, I want to delete it. I will click on the first one. After clicking on it, I will click on shift. Then I will select the parts I don't need, all these parts I don't need them. Then I will enter, I can right click, and then I will go to delete cells. After going to delete cell, then you click on select on delete entire row, then you delete on it. You can see how it's being deleted. Then how do you insert pictures and some other things again? Under this the same insert, we have other things that we can see insert. Let's say you come to here, you want to insert triangle or rectangle. Let's say rectangle. So this is a rectangle, so I have insert rectangle. If your own rectangle is in default having color here, you can come here to remove the color, go to the first one, go to the last one here, which is the first one here. Then you select one. If you select one, you have plain rectangle. But in Microsoft Office 2007, it doesn't have the feature of selecting automatic colors here. So other shape you can still put them there. Then we can also insert pictures also. Let's say for instance, I have pictures here that I want to select. Let's say for instance, these are the pictures of what I want to put. This picture, let's say I'm selecting this picture, then I'll go to insert. After going to insert, then I'll insert it, and then I will reduce the size by coming to the edge here. But before you insert, you have to go to the particular part where you want to insert it. Let me move this one away. you have to go to the particular part that you want to insert. If you want to insert something in the middle, you can see insert in the middle, and you can see crop it. This thing I put, I can crop it. Maybe that is a particular part I need. I will click on this format. After clicking on format, then I will come to this part called crop. If I come there, then now I will select the parts I need. Maybe this bottom of my window, I don't want it to appear. I will just select it. Maybe I want this part to come out. Then this part I don't want it to be showing. So maybe I'll come here. So this is the region I want to make use of. Let me reduce it by this. This is the only region I want to make use of. After when I know that that's what I need, I'll click on enter 2 times. After clicking on enter 2 times, I think, and then I will go to the out environment. So after going to the outside environment, you can see this is what I've selected so far in this class. So now there will be another part of this class in which we are going to design a book cover, because you need to know the major parts of this class before you continue, and you need to know the major parts, that's how to use the major tools in Microsoft Word before you start any project. So even though you're a learner or you already know you're a professional, we are still learning every day. The class is very important and it's a revisional class. So before we run up the video, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a video like this, YouTube will send you a notification, and also share this video so that